MLB The Show is your home for postseason baseball. It's Game 2 of the ALDS between the New York Yankees and the Minnesota Twins. Hi again, everybody. Matt Vasgersian welcoming you to our exclusive postseason coverage on MLB Network. I'm joined by Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac. And Danny, an important ball game coming up here in Game 2.
Yeah, this is just a 5-game series, so getting that first win under you is great. The most important game of the series, though, is the next one you're about to play. So treating this game like it's absolutely critical is a good way not to get too comfortable with your lead.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. At the two starters who'll get the ball here in this one. With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, I'll keep an eye on the leadoff guy and see what he can do in this one. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers a good at-bat and clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
Jose Barrios is on the mound for Game 2. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, thanks coming on. Jose Barrios, and this guy has all the tools to be a great one. If this guy brings all 3 pitches one of these days, he has the potential to throw a no-hitter.
Okay, here's how the Twins are lining up defensively. And the guy who brought home gold last year resides at second base in this one today. The ability to pivot with anybody in the game, turn in double plays, hand over fist, the ability to have range both right and left, and makes all the routine plays.
Digging in now, Horace Simone. And we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. 0-1 the count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Boy, and it's a good night for the old hot chocolate here. 46 degrees at game time. The 1-2. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Gonzalez moves over, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Gene Segura standing in. Lifetime against Jose Barrios. He's got 2 hits in 16 tries. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a breaking ball stays outside. Barrios playing here in his age 26 season. He was a supplemental round selection during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at for ball number 2. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Matthew Ross.
Hey, Dero, this is a pitcher's best friend, Matthew Ross. Very wide strike zone.
Hey, you know coming in, when you see the lineup card and Matt Ross is behind the dish, you better be aggressive.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Gonzalez going back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo shot here to left. His first homer so far in the series, as the Yankees will grab a 1-0 lead.
He saw a few balls down in the zone earlier in that at-bat, but finally got a pitch he liked and promptly deposited over the fence. Made the pitcher pay for his mistake, which is exactly what you're supposed to do.
Now at the plate, Aaron Judge. He'll get to take his first cuts here. 1 out, nobody on. Line to second, where it's caught there for out number 2. The knees for strike 1. the 0-1. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
Hey, down 0-2. He better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in wherever he wants to. So you got to be on point with this one.
The 1-2. Misses for the second ball.
Pretty standard curve in the dirt, looking for a strikeout there, but that was a good job of recognizing it and holding back at the plate. That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Hangs on him a bit that time as it's belted out toward deep center field. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. It's a solo shot here for Gary Sanchez. His first homer here in the series, and this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
Boy, not the way you'd like to start a game, right? First inning, you come in, you give up 2 home runs. We'll see if he can regroup right here. It's not easy to sometimes come back from that.
Giancarlo Stanton now. As he'll take a look at a curveball that misses wide for ball 1. Lifetime against Jose Barrios. He's 4 for 14.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball to pick.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Yankees lead this one 2-0. A chance now from Target Field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, you have to be excited to watch Brian Dozier play. He's such a great talent, the kind of talent that can dominate a game, a perennial all-star, and win some awards. He's one of the best in the game today, and he's always fun to watch.
Sonny Gray will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, this guy on the bump sitting on 99 career wins, so you know right now while he's taking his warm-ups, he's thinking about one thing. I need one more win to get to that magic century 100. That's a pretty big feather that you'll be able to put in your cap, and we'll see how he does in this one here today.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
Here's Byron Buxton now. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Simone fields it cleanly. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Batting second, designated hitter, Greg Garcia.
Into the box now, Greg Garcia, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch on its way. Popped him up. Simone backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. And so with 2 away now, let's give you another look at our playoff bracket as you see what could lie ahead for the winner in this series. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. Out in front as he rolls over it to second. Segura fields it cleanly. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Twins are set down 1-2-3. They trail things here 2-0. And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball one. Fastball stays way up that time for ball two. And that misses for ball four, so it's a leadoff walk here to start the second.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Coming to the plate now, Steve Fisher. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. First delivery to him on the way. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, now might be a good time to make a visit to the mound. Your pitcher walks the first batter and allows him to get into scoring position with the wild pitch. Got to settle him down and make sure everything's all right physically.
The 1-0 home. It's laid off, but in there for strike one.
Hey, I don't blame him right there. Giving up on that inside curveball, little front hipper. That's a tough pitch. You just can't figure out where the point of contact should be.
Curveball got him swinging for the first out.
That's a pretty sad attempt at hitting a baseball right there. No doubt he was completely fooled because that was a curveball and it looked like he was late on a curveball. That tells me he gave up on it right till the very end, and obviously there was nothing he could do at that point.
This ball here, no balls and a strike. Lifetime against Jose Barrios. He's a 300 hitter, 3 for 10. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Good breaking ball that time, in for a strike.
I guess he's really trying to measure that fastball in his first at bat, but you really never want to put yourself in 0-2 count if you could do anything about it.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And that one stayed too low apparently.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but
chopped weakly to the left. And there are 2 away now.
Left fielder.
So digging in now, Kevin Kenny, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Here's the first pitch to him. Right over the middle, knee high.
you know, I think this is a big situation in this game. They've got
set to deliver the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Some guys have no trouble hitting with 2 strikes, and some guys never want to get there. Let's see the approach right here. I'd like to see him shorten up a little bit, maybe choke up and try and work the ball back up the middle the other way.
Here it comes, 0-2. Hit out towards second. Dozier fields it cleanly. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Yanks leave 1, but they're on top 2-0.
Leading off for the Twims, second baseman, Ryan Dozier.
Next 3-2. And he takes ball 4. Leadoff man's aboard here to begin the home half of the second.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up where he can really hurt you.
Into the box now, Jorge Polanco. Career numbers against Sonny Gray. He's got 5 base hits in 19 tries. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
This is where he might need a mound visit, whether it be from the shortstop, his pitching coach, or the catcher.
Polanco is unlike many of today's hitters in the sense that he doesn't have a lot of swing and miss in his approach at the plate. More often than not, he gets contact, and I'm sure that makes him a frustrating hitter to face from a pitcher's standpoint.
You know, he takes his chances when he has count leverage. Without question, 1-0.
Oh, meanwhile, how about that for a play? Laying out to take away a hit. Wow.
That one had extra bases written all over it. Great sliding catch, and he also kept the runners right where they were at.
Over to first, Gray, and he'll dive back in safely. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now, as here's a strike from Gray to put him in the hole. 0-1. Here comes the 0-1. Runners on the move for second. That's a strike to throw down. The throw is low, and he can't make the pick.
That's a swipe of the bag, and this catcher, he throws really well too, so that's not easy. Good job there by the base runner.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and there are 2 down. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. Gray sets, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes.
This is a perfect example of why the slider is such a great pitch and such a dangerous pitch too. Sometimes it moves so much that you just lose control of it. This one runs way too far in, and the hitter is standing on first as a result.
Standing in now, Dan Meyer hit hard to the right side. Foul. Now he extends nicely, and this ball is driven to right field and deep. And this will wind up being nothing more than a long foul ball, and it'll hold the count at 0-2. The next 0-2. That fastball straightens him up a bit. 1-2 now.
A lot of righty pitchers will throw that two-seamer to right-handed hitters to try to jam the guy or even make some firewood.
Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Fisher waits on it, and the inning is over. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Gary Sanchez. He got a hold of one and went yard in his first appearance in this one.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it. With the runner on third, 2 outs, base open, and a good hitter at the plate, you have to be smart and not give in.
And an off-speed pitch swung on and missed, and with that, the side is retired. 1 left for the Yankees as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. Here now is Cheslor Cuthbert as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Way in front of that fastball. Got him.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
For a called strike 1, Buxton stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. He was selected in the first round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, you cannot miss on your first rounder. And they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
1-1 the count now. Well hit to right, but foul.
He might not want to throw that one again. I know his timing was a little bit off at the dish, but he kept his hands back, just missed that one, fouled that one off really hard.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
Digging in to try it again, Greg Garcia. First 2 men in the inning of both. A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop.
Count is 1-2.
And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more postseason baseball in Game 2 after this. Back with Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, and leading off the inning, the big right-handed slugger, Giancarlo Stanton. Outfield shaded a bit to left center. The first pitch. First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Drilled, and oh, this is off the second base bag. Dozier has it, and they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Hey guys, he doubled up on that breaking ball. The batter obviously timed the first one. Second one, he was not going to let go. Good wood on that one, able to drive it for a base hit.
Standing in, Travis Shaw. He drew a walk his first time up. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a great job to stick with it here as he gets the first out of the inning. On to first, and they get the double play.
Now batting, the first baseman, Steve Fisher.
Next for New York, Steve Fisher. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here comes the first pitch. Popped him up. Maxwell is under it, and that retires the side. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Matt Olson will try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
And that's a base hit. So a little first pitch swing in there as he's on to kick off the inning.
All right, let's see if that leadoff single gets them going right now. They've taken it on the chin for most of this game, being a little passive at the plate in their approach. Let's see if that starts them off and they start to go more ambush tactics.
At the plate, Brian Dozier. It was a walk in his last trip. Hit in the air down the right field line. Heading after it is Judge, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Striding into the box, Jorge Polanco. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Pitch popped up. Sanchez has a play. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The left fielder, number 9, Marwin.
Up next for Minnesota, Marwin Gonzalez. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Kenny is after it. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. 1 left for Minnesota. They trail it here 2-0. Welcome back to Target Field here in Minneapolis. It's on to the 7th now in Game 2, but before we start, there's a look at our game summary to this point. Adam Ottavino is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 0, Adam Ottavino.
Digging in, Travis Shaw comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Third baseman, Travis
Shaw connects. This is sent to deep right field, and that is off the wall in right field.
Boy, D-Roll, that looked like extra bases right off the bat. This thing caroms off the wall. Outfielder does a great job of getting it in quickly and probably does a good job holding him to a single.
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not standing on second base there, but you run the replay back. He was busting it out of the box. It's just a nice job by the defense to hold him to a single.
Got him on the good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
That's just a great pitch, both on the call from the catcher and the execution. If he hits it, there's a good chance it turns into a double play ball, but it's also a spot that's going to get a lot of whiffs too. That's excellent pitching.
Stepping in now, Aaron Hicks. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 0-1. He's running. He swings and misses. Throw down. And a wide throw here as it skips into center field.
Well, the runner did get a good jump from first, but the man behind the dish had a great shot of nailing him. That is until he launched his throw into center field. He won't be happy with himself about that throw.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Interesting sequence of pitches right there. A real ugly swing on a ball away, and it looks like the batter has a much...
The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. Might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Standing in now, Kevin Kenny, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Grounded back up the middle. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all as the inning is over. 1 left for the Yankees. They're up 2-0. Here's Byron Buxton now. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
No balls and a strike to count. hit sharply but fouled down the right side.
Back-to-back breaking balls. He just missed that one right there, fouling it away. Do not expect a third.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
After 2 breaking pitches, there's a pretty good chance right now you're probably going to get something right in the middle of the strike zone to swing at. So if you're looking for it, go ahead and turn that baby loose.
And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat as this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
And here's a slider, strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
I'll tell you right now, this guy has a shutout going, and it's been all business. He's not messing around trying to pick at corners. He's being aggressive in the zone, and he's attacking each and every one of these hitters up to this point.
Next will be the designated hitter, Greg Garcia. And his dominance continues on the mound, but it seems like he might be running on adrenaline only at this point.
Yeah, he's been so great in this one. You want to see him finish what he started, but you also have to start worrying about things like injuries. He's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, and some guys are just more capable of that than others, but not a lot of good things tend to happen when you've worked as hard as he has in this one.
Oh, here's a shot out to right center. He's around first, heading for 2. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Here comes the Yankee manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And that's going to be all for Sonny Gray. So as he departs, he'll remain responsible for the man left aboard, but he cannot lose this one. Fernando Salas answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without any trouble.
Fernando Salas.
Matt Olson will be his first assignment out of the bullpen as he'll stand in with a runner in scoring position at second and 1 away. First delivery to him on the way. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field. He'll come home with it. The throw is wild, and he gets away. And he is in to score from second as the throwing mistake defensively came back to factor into that one.
Boy, you know, in today's game, D-Row, pitchers are being taught high velocity, go get ahead, strike 1. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, and guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count. Find yourself with 2 strikes on you, and here comes a nasty slider or a nasty split finger. He had an approach right there. He wanted to use an ambush tactic, and it worked.
Here's Brian Dozier now as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. Couple of walks for him thus far. The 1-0. Runner goes. Drilled to first. And he'll take this over to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner moves into scoring position at second.
The batter, number 11, shortstop.
So striding in, Jorge Polanco, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. The 1-2. Now a little looper back up the middle, and that's going to fall. A base hit. Olson heads for the plate. And he is out at the plate. They are denied a chance at tying the ball game here as the inning is over. Twins forced to settle for 1. Game 2 heads to the 9th inning. The Yankees are out in front, 2-1. Back now in the Twin Cities for what remains of this production of Baseball on the Show. Addison Reed enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Giancarlo Stanton now. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
Designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
First pitch of the at-bat. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike.
Good pitch right there from the reliever. Tough for hitters to do much with pitches.
Ground ball right into the shift. Polanco comes up with it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Up next for the Yankees, third baseman, Travis.
Stepping into the box, Travis Shaw. 1 for 2 on his lines. Hit to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The first baseman, number 34, Steve Fisher.
Now at the plate, Steve Fisher. Still even at 2-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
Another full count pitch on its way. Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They still lead it 2-1. Aroldis Chapman takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
Aroldis Chapman.
At the plate, Marwin Gonzalez. He's the one to start things off with his guys in danger of seeing this series leveled at a game apiece, barring a 9th inning rally.
Gonzalez.
High in the air out to center field. Hicks is under it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Final line there for the Yankees starting pitcher, and he really delivered a fantastic postseason performance. The next twin up, Bruce Maxwell. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Missed with a slider. Chapman is known in part as a reliever with a clutch factor, perhaps. An escape artist is another way to put it. Regardless, he seems to be at his best when pressed up into difficult situations, which is kind of what you want. Here now the 2-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
Into the box, Dan Meyer, as he will swing at the first pitch and line this one into left center, and that's going to get down for extra bases. And hold all tickets now as the tying run gets into scoring position with a 2-out double.
Everyone knows there are no awards for successfully getting 26 outs. You need to get all 27 before you can start celebrating. That 2-out double here tonight, putting the equalizer on at second base. A couple of minutes ago, this thing looked like it might be over, but everything can change with one swing of the bat.
Here now is Cheslor Cuthbert. They'll go to work on getting that tying run home from second. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Bounce to first. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Man, facing Chapman is not for the faint of heart as he unleashes fireball after fireball. Gets the final out here, and another save. What a weapon Chapman is.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, no time like the postseason to come through and lift your team to victory. He was certainly a big factor here, and it was pretty cool to see.
Tonight, 2-1 the final score. The New York Yankees even up this division series at 1 game apiece. Sonny Gray takes home the win. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.